Hi, my name is Ashley Wanlin, and I am the Special Events and Marketing Coordinator at Lake Forest College. Here with us right now is the University of St. Thomas, who just won Game 3 of the 2016 NCAA softball tournament. Joining us on the podium is pitcher and first baseman Kirsten Anderson-Glass, outfielder Dana Conley, and head coach John Tashida. To begin, obviously the cold weather works out well for you guys. Can you talk a little bit, Coach, how the team played as a whole?
Yeah, very efficient. They made some really nice plays. We laid some nice bunts down that would have been hits against a lot of teams, but their pitcher did a great job of feeling their position. But it's a good, clean game. Both pitchers pitched very efficiently, and for both teams, we got out of there pretty fast.
Kirsten, you threw a one-hitter. What do you feel was working best for you today, and all around, what was working well for you?
I think all around everything was working pretty well. I was hitting my spots. The catcher, Jonah Broman, was helping me out a lot, and everything was just feeling really good.
You could tell you were comfortable. You would get ahead of a lot of batters. What does that mean to get ahead of the batters like that?
It means I can throw a lot more of what I want, different pitches, try and get them off balance, work off the plate more. So that really helps.
Thank you.
On paper, you guys are two very strong defensive teams. So what was really working for you when you were at the batter's box? How did we go overcome the Foresters?
I think for our hitters, right away, Dana did a nice job of staying inside an inside pitch. We had got runners on, and they got a couple balls that kind of squeaked through the infield. And then once we got our two runners on, we got a pass ball that helped us get second and third, and then Dana came up with a big hit, stayed inside the ball, hit behind the runners, and hit it just hard enough to get through, and just soft enough so she could score.
And what were you guys thinking, being the ones behind the plate?
I was thinking just there, before the games, we always get challenged, and so that was just like any other situation I've had, just going in there with the attitude that I know I can get a hit, and that helped me in my bat.
Yeah, we just kept the intensity up the whole game, and every batter was looking for the pitch they wanted to hit, and that really worked out for us.
John, talk a little bit about your aggressive base running. It helped you yesterday. It helped you again today. Kind of manufacture a run with some pass balls and speed. So talk a little bit about it. It's something you do all year and you work on.
Oh yeah. From day one, where we were really aggressive, and sometimes you don't always get to use it, especially up north. Playing the games that teams have seen us, so they got a lot of stuff covered. But we always practice it in practice. One, it helps us on defense, so if somebody does that against us, but also for playoff time when you're facing good pitchers, you're not going to put together 10 hits in a game. So, and if you're facing All-American, it's going to be 1-0. So you've got to have those tools ready to go. So it's a good thing is that we get some young players able to execute some of those players.
And talk about the play by Melissa Berry when she was on second.
Yeah, stealing third base. Yeah,
Right.
so we had a.
Did you see something ahead, knowing with the Foresters how they covered the base?
Yeah, we had shortstop was a little bit farther back and a little bit towards the middle, and a little bit flat-footed. So we saw an opening. I was going to do it earlier, actually. I think the inning before, and came up with the right situation, and it paid off. And sometimes teams cover it. Sometimes they just get one little nap. Same with a catcher. Sometimes they fall asleep on one pitch, and you just got to be ready on that one pitch. So Barry, again, a freshman, the shortstop did get there almost on time. So it was going to be a close play, but Melissa Berry was very aggressive and just stayed with it and allowed us to score the run.
Kirsten and Dana, can you talk a little bit about how you plan to carry this momentum into the championship game tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we just got to bring the intensity right from the get-go. In warm-ups today, we were really intense, really upbeat, and I think we just have to keep rolling with that.
And I think we always do a good job of being challenged by Coach, pitching to us before games, so we're able to get into our at-bats and be comfortable in them.
And one more question for John. John, did you expect such a dominant performance out of a freshman pitcher at this kind of stage?
Yeah, she's calm and cool.
I said that.
Really, it's funny because she's the same way in practice as she in the game. So she's always game-like in a practice. It's about bringing your best game every day, whether it's a practice or a game. And she does a really good job, very mature in the bullpen. So when a pitcher is very consistent with throwing their pitches, you just, what else would you expect? When they're inconsistent, you're like, "Oh, now you don't know." But she's really consistent mentally and physically.
Thank you.
All right, well, we will see the University of St. Thomas tomorrow in the championship game against the winner of Game 5. Game is scheduled to take place at 11 a.m. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats, you guys.